out. I miss you in the basement, but your brother was a good substitute for you. And if you love me, but you never let me go. When the roof was on fire, you never let me know. Say you're sorry, honey, but you never really show. And I can leave the party without ever letting you know. Without ever letting you know. Roof was on, let me love, boy, what you saw. Roof was on, let me love, without ever letting you know. Roof was on, let me love, boy, what you saw. Roof was on, let me love, without ever letting you know. Roof was on, let me love, boy, what you saw. Roof was on, let me love, without ever letting you know. Roof was on, let me love, boy, what you saw. Without ever.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Adley LaForge reporting from the sideline. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Take a look at the Hawks. Guys, win after win, they have been utterly dominant in the postseason. One sweep after another.
Kevin, I think it's so important to get off to a good start. You just can't assume because you have the home court advantage you're going to win the series. You still have to play solid basketball.
Here's Shaw. Rockets hits. Robinson pulls it in. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Buzelis. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson with it. Picked up by Davis. Here's Shaw. And the layup's good off the glass. Taking a look at Atlanta. They've made an impressive run through the first two rounds.
That's for sure. But now...
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
White looking around. Davis has the open look. And a miss there on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Buzelis with the double team. Pass to Koulibaly. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Now here's Davis. And they double up Davis. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Davis. Six on the shot clock. Davis sets a screen. Here's Buzelis. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Atlanta with the ball. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. Now Davis. Buzelis with the ball.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Got a piece of it.
Making good use of his length, Buzelis able to track down the block that time.
Another shot. It's stolen by Davis. Buzelis with the ball. And Daniels picks him up defensively.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important. Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
Outside, Davis. At the top of the key, Buzelis. There's the pick to the middle. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And how about the patience from Buzelis and the body control? He doesn't rush through that play.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Zubac has got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Back to Sarr. And Robinson comes to help. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Buzelis. White, good.
And White is just so fast. Once he leaks out in the open floor, he's tough to keep pace with.
Here's Daniels. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And it's Davis with the ball for Chicago. They trail by 1. And it's good for 2.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
He had a nice open look right there. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Buzelis. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to Zubac. And Robinson comes to help. And here's Daniels. The Hawks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. He misses the free throw.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 26 seconds left to play in the first. And Zubac over to help. Robinson. It's hauled in by Zubac. Here's Sarr. And he drives in. 4 seconds left. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
16.
Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Final. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
Here's Asenge. Plays it up and banks it in. Asenge's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Chicago. Here's Krejci. And they double up Simmons. Inside. Howard, good.
Nice bucket from Howard down low. This is where he's going to inflict most of his damage.
Howard with the steal. Cuts off the pass. Here's Asenge. Beyond the arc. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Here's the break. To the right side. Pass to Newell. Howard in the post. And it's Howard finishing it off.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Out to White. Pass to Asenge. 4 on the clock. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And Simmons slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Down low. Asenge.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Here's Newell. The putback. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Asenge. Fires for 3. Simmons pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Howard with the stuff.
And the power Howard possesses, it's ridiculous. So much potential in that young man.
How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Over in the corner, White drops in the tray. White's got 5.
Well, if you give White room to shoot from deep, he will torch you. He's so confident pulling the trigger.
Pass to Newell. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And so Don Nelson calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Simmons. Here's Krejci. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Here's Saroff. Still scoreless. And that one drops for him. And the Bulls lead by 1.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Pass to Asenge. Boom, he jams it straight down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Simmons. Here's Krejci. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Krejci's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks. Outside, Davis. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Here's Whitmore. Pass to Newell. Outside, Simmons. Here's Davis. And it's Baron Davis with the finish.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Newell, great positioning on the putback.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Takes a 3. Connects from 3-point range. He's got 9.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
11 seconds left in the first half. And Davis, here we go. And it's Baron Davis with the finish.
My, oh my. I mean, that nearly brought the backboard down with that.
Well, don't you think, Ray, that's always a possibility when he's the one to finish?
No doubt.
Well, that's what poor defense will get you. They deserve to get dunked on there.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bulls lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Here's Buzelis. Sinks the triple. Buzelis has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bulls.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best.
The Bulls leading by 4. It's Davis with the drop. Robinson goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels. Bulls shooting their first foul shot of the night. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Here's Daniels. And then Johnson with the dunk.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Pass to Sarr. And stolen by White. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And there's the foul. It's on Coulibaly. That is his first foul of the game. And so Don Nelson calls a timeout. As now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Change here. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Now, Buzelis. He's got 13. Just 4 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Buzelis has got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
And we talk about how long Buzelis is. There, he showcases it on the offensive glass.
And Sarr throws it down.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
And that one's good. Daniels. That's 7 points for Dyson Daniels.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's his first foul.
And clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Pass to Robinson. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Hawks trailed by 3. Their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
To the wing on the left. And stolen by Daniels. Here's Sarr. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Now the Bulls with it. Got a piece of it. Pass to Buzelis. Over Daniels. And the Bulls with another miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
It is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
Pass to Buzelis. Outside, Davis. No good again that time. The Hawks leading. Daniels inside the line. Here's Sarr. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Sarr's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Launches it. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Quick burst in close from Daniels for the bucket.
Here's Chicago. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And the Bulls making a change here. .136 left in the third quarter. Here's Simmons. Chicago grabs the miss.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
With the step back. Here's Davis, and he makes good on the layup. Davis has got it all tied up now for Chicago.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Whitmore. Drains it from 17 feet out.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Here's the screen. Pass to Azenge. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
What an impact White makes, whether he has the ball in his hands or not.
Here's Newell, and he drops it in from the low post. Newell's got his second bucket.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And Davis, here we go. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Simmons. 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Washington. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Hawks on top. They lead by a bucket. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so Don Nelson calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thank you, Allie. And the Hawks with possession here. A 2-point game. Going inside.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam. There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Pass to Buzelis. Rebound by the Hawks. Whitmore with it. White with the double team. Now here's Howard. And it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
And what a skillful slam by Howard. The rookie styling on the defense.
Out to the right wing. White left side. Front past the arc. He's off on that one.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
To the paint. And here is Howard. Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Here he goes.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And taken away by Johnson.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
Whitmore with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Whitmore. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
A 3-ball. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Davis, and it's Baron Davis with the finish.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is fair.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority. He's trying to fire his guys up.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Buries it from three-point range.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Pass to Howard. Shot clock at 2. Daniels fires. Robinson there for the rebound.
boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
And Buzelis is in a rhythm now. He's playing to his strengths and taking what is offered from the defense.
Now Zorn. On the wing, Whitmore. And there's the drive. No good on the layup. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Robinson. Howard with the steal. Now Johnson. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, the dunk! And man, can Johnson get up. Great to see him cap off the drive like that.
Davis with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Shoots the three. Knocks down the three.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Stolen by Robinson. White. Down it goes for three.
Well, when the game gets tight, you can count on White to try to make a play.
Now Whitmore. Left side, Daniel. Good work there as it goes down.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Buzelis with the ball. Here's the drive. Oh, that was a two-hander.
This kid, Buzelis, loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
Daniels. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Robinson there for the rebound.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Whitmore. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals.
When it's sketchy, if they catch me, don't forget me. Resurrect me. Fire dog tags the same place that they forget me. Ski.
This is culture
Smoke. So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it. You ain't solid, ain't valid, you ain't malice. Been quiet, ain't right, you ain't Paris. Blow money, you owe money, we ain't balanced. You ain't believe, God did, you ain't Khaled. All black, back to back, this ain't traffic. Can't wrap your head round that, you ain't Arab. Y'all tweet, we like Dallas.